Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Be Determined. Hope you're having an amazing day. Today we are starting a brand new series called Museum Mastery. In this series we're going to try and get a brand new item for our museum every single episode. So if you want to see more, let me know. I know this is something new. Normally I do guides and stuff, but this is going to be similar. We're going to show you how to get the armor sets and items that I'm putting in the museum. And we're also going to do quite a bit of maxing on these items. So our first episode is going to be about the Crimson set. But before we get into that, please make sure that you're subscribed. We're currently at 300 plus subs, so if you could help us get up to 1,000 by my birthday in October, that would be amazing. And also, if you subscribe before 1,000 and join our Discord, then you will get the OG roll, which I'm only giving out to people who subscribe and join the Discord before 1,000 subs. So that will only be out for a limited time, so make sure you take advantage of that. Also, my new single is coming out on May 24th, so you can pre-save that as well. There's a link in the description. So with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Alright, so today we have our full Crimson set. So I just got this Crimson helmet earlier on stream, which completes my set. Here's the clip.
Terror chest plates.
Crimson helmet. Let's go. I have a full Crimson set now. It's got Breeze and Mana Pull as well. It's not bad.
Ooh, Crimson legs.
Let's go.
Why did you guys get... Oh, Mana Pool.
Full Crimson set. Let's go. Alright, so now that we got our full Crimson set, we are going to donate it to the museum real quick. Now, we are going to try and get better at attributes whenever the later Kudra boss tiers come out. But for now, we're just going to start starring this, enchanting it, and testing it out. So we're going to donate it real quick and see what its value is. Armor set value is unknown. Interesting. So what I was going to try to do is see what the value is before, and then we're gonna do some maxing on it and see what the value is after. But we'll just do some maxing on it and we'll see what our damage increase is. Alright, so this is the set. It looks so sick. Normally if we're fighting mobs, we are gonna be using our tiger pet, but today, just because ferocity is hard to count up with damage, we are going to be using our griffin pet, and we're just going to see how much damage we do. Currently I have fierce on 3/4 of the pieces, but we are going to try and get fierce on this helmet, and then we're going to also increase the strength and stuff by adding gems to our gemstones. We're also going to hot potato book everything and see how that helps out, and increase some stars as well. Alright, so before we do any of that, we deal 195,000, 197,000, 188, so around 190,000. And then we get 210. And if I turn the volume up, you can hear the Dominus effect activating. So now it does the swipe in a direction because I've killed 10 mobs. Oh, I didn't expect that to happen. Alright, well, cool. I will take it. Imagine we got a day stick from that. Diana is mayor right now, so that won't normally happen, but you can see the swipe from by the fire particles are the swipe, where the swipe is going. So if there's a mob close enough and that swipe hits it, then it dies just like that. So we go over here, hit this guy, it kills all 4. So we're dealing 190,000 damage on average, it seems like. So that's not too bad. Normally in my Maxor set, which I do have like a lot more stuff on, got Ancient and more stars and things like that, I deal about 220, 230k. So it's a little bit worse than that, but that swipe will make it a lot more valuable. If you're fighting more than one mob, then it is better than Maxor, of course. And I haven't even maxed it yet, so once I have it maxed, it will definitely do more damage than Maxor. It also counts your Dominus strikes right here on the middle of the screen, towards the bottom. In between my health and my defense, it shows my Dominus stat count. Alright, now we've got to do a bit of investing, so I'm going to take some money out. I was going to buy hot potato books, but I'm not sure that that changes over when we get attributes. So I'm going to try and not do anything super expensive today, but we will spend a little bit of money and see if we can get some better stuff. So now we have fierce on everything. Let's see if we can get some gems on this. Okay, the gem slots are also really expensive, so alright, so I'm gonna test real quick and see if enchants and things change over when you combine attributes. I'm gonna buy a pair of slug boots, boom, and then I have my own pair of slug boots already. Let's see if when we try and attribute fuse these, if the enchants will stay on. So we'll put these slug boots on the left and the unenchanted on the right. It keeps the enchants, but if we put these on the left and the enchanted on the right, it does not keep the enchants. How about if we star this pair of slug boots? All right, so we're starring these slug boots, and now we put them in the left it keeps the star and the enchants, but if we put them on the right, it doesn't actually keep it or the star. Let's see if Kudra armor works differently than slug armor. So fervor is selling for pretty cheap right now. I currently have every piece of the fervor except for the chest plate. We have mana pool 2 on this, life regen, undead, resistance. Okay, perfect. Buy this. All right, so we have the fervor leggings. Now, if we enchant the fervor leggings with growth 1 and the other pair with protection, then what happens when we fuse them? It keeps the enchants of whichever one is on the left. Yep. So what if we star this piece, the protection piece, and then we go over here? It keeps the star, but it does not get the growth. We put growth. Interesting. It gains the star and it keeps the higher protection, the higher enchant. All right, so it looks like it is safe then to go ahead and max enchant all of our things. So basically what I was trying to prove there is you can enchant your armor right now. We could enchant this Fierce Crimson, and if we get something with a better attribute that we want later on, it will keep the better enchants that we have on this armor, and we won't have to re-enchant that armor all over again. So I'm not really going to focus too much on the health things and stuff like that. We are going to go ahead and put prot 5 and growth 5 on this. I'm not going to worry too much about those level 6 enchants yet because we can worry about that later on. We're not really using this as a tank set at the moment anyways. This is mostly going to be for grinding out low level things. So we shouldn't be needing that much extra help, at least not yet. All right, there we go. We got growth and prot 5 on this with Depth Strider 3 on the boots. And now we can start starring it. So we're going to need quite a bit of money for this. I'm going to go ahead and withdraw another 10 million coins and we'll see how much this costs. If you want to see my strategy for getting Crimson Essence, then there is a video that I made. So you can go check that out if you're having trouble with getting your Crimson Essence. Alright, as you can see, I spent about 7.5 million. Now, I was going to spend more, but then I remembered that Paul is going to be mayor in about 12 hours, and I would like to have a little bit of money to spend so that I can buy some items from dungeons if I get some good drops. So we're not going to spend everything, but I did get the entire armor set up to 3 stars. So it costs me 7+ million coins to get about 12 stars total. So that is a lot. This armor set is not cheap at the moment. Now the best way to do this is of course to fish or to do Kudra or to make some money somehow and go and buy all of these stars by buying items on the auction house and salvaging them for your Crimson Essence. But I have not spent that much time making money recently. I was doing Diana and I got very few drops, so kind of broke. So I want to save some money so I can do Paul. So we're going to stop at 3 stars and we'll go see how much damage we do now. All right, first strike's the charm. Okay, we're getting up there now. Around 200,000 damage. So it was 190,000 and now it's around 200,000. So that's just with a 6% increase on every armor piece. Now, we're going to go even further with this. I'm going to spend even more money. I'm going to have nothing left for Paul. We're going to go in here and we are going to buy 4 precursor gears. We'll see how fast that goes through and we'll see how much more damage we do when we have Ancient on our armor. Now, I do have Catacombs level 27. So it could definitely get much better if you've done more Catacombs grinding, or much worse if you've done less. So depending on that is when Ancient is worth it or not compared to Fierce. If your Catacombs level is above level 18, then it will be better for sure. But it gives more crit chance as well. So if you struggle with crit chance, then that will help out a lot. But there we go. We got our precursor gears. That just cost me 5 million coins. Now let us go and put Ancient on every piece of this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, nice. Let's see how much we do now. Oh my goodness, that helps so much. 40,000 to 50,000 extra damage now. That is crazy. Holy cow. It's very comparable now that they fixed that attack speed glitch. But the more stars I get on this, the better and better it is going to be. Definitely better than Maxor already with just 3 stars. And my Maxor has an average of 3 stars as well. So it's about the same as having Maxor set until you get up to those really high stars. So let's see how we hold up against a Mage Outlaw real quick. All right, there's where we're struggling. So my health is not that great right now because I didn't buy those hot potato books. So let's buy those hot potato books and see if we can stand a little bit more damage. All right, there we go. Fully hot potato booked, Ancient Crimson, 3-star, growth 5, prot 5 armor. Holy cow. My bank is suffering. think I had like 15 mil more earlier today. So I spent about 15 mil on this armor set. Let's see how it does against that mage outlaw now. Yo, this is kind of wild how much damage I'm doing right now. I'm still taking so much. So what would be better is if I had more mana pool attributes on this armor set, and if I didn't have to teleport halfway across the island to get to the mage outlaw. But it's so easy to deal 1,000,000 damage to do the Kudra Key strategy. This set is so good, and I barely have it leveled up at all. It's crazy. You can hear the Dominus effect activating. And there it was. I hit a ferocity shot, and that did not work out too well for me. But dude, you see how fast this melts through mobs. At the higher levels, you can get better defense and survive longer, and that's really the best part. But until you get to that point, you're still gonna slay out and deal millions of damage per second, especially with a tiger pet helping out. I could kill this guy. There we go. And there we go. Frosty got me killed again. But you can see how fast it melts through anything. And it's even good for grinding out mobs like these mushroom bulls. Because if you've got a bunch of them in an area, then they're all just going to get smacked in the face with the Dominus Strike. There we go. I dealt 43 million damage to this mage outlaw. So they did change it to every melee kill as well. I believe it used to be every melee attack. So it isn't as powerful for bosses as it used to be. The Dominus Strike does not stack up for that, but it is still so good compared to most other things. Necron will still be better for the first little while until you get this set started up a bit, but after that it is insane and very worth it. And honestly, I don't think we're gonna put it back into our museum just yet. I think we're gonna have to keep this armor set outside of our museum, and we're gonna be using it to get some damage dealt to some bosses, to help us kill some mobs faster, because I am broke now and I need to make some money back. But just for the looks, we will go put it in the museum for a moment. Boom, boom. Okay, my fancy tux is hard bugging. It says 37th created here, but up there it's just freaking out. So let's change this Maxor. And there she is. Wow, look at that. 999th created. Wow, that is crazy. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Museum Mastery. If you did, be sure to leave a like and let me know in the comments if you want me to continue this series. It was very cool that we got the 999th created Crimson armor. I'm very happy about that, but we'll see what we get on the next episode. But before we head out, I gotta tell you about my new single, which is coming out on May 24th. I've been working on the single for about 3 months, and it's the first one that's gonna have vocals. I'm also releasing an instrumental version of the song, so if you want to check either one of those out, there's a link in the description to pre-save the single. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and God bless.